If you're moving to Serbia and you're thinking, I'm just gonna ship my stuff and when it gets there, I'll deal with it. This video is gonna save you a lot of time, money, patience, and a lot of legal work when it comes to shipping your items into Serbia, because not only is there paperwork involved, but there are many items that we get from clients that are asking us, hey, I want to ship X, Y, and Z to the country. However, the thing that they don't realize is that it's not allowed to be shipped, and that is going to determine what you're doing with those items. And so if you're looking to move to Serbia in the near future and ship your items from overseas into Serbia, this video is for you. So first off, Serbia is not the EU, and so Serbia works a lot differently than many other countries when it comes to shipping your items here. They are paper first. They don't care about explanations. They don't care about the intentions of what you're doing with your items. They want to see documentation, and that is the end of the story. Serbia does not work like Canada, the United States, or many of the Western countries. And so a lot of the times when we are quoting clients for international shipping and we are letting them know about their items that they're looking to ship, they're like, well, why can't we ship that? I was able to send it to this country with no issues. This is where Serbia comes into play and says, no, we do not allow those items, and you're going to have to either sell them or file certain documents or take different legal steps in order to get those items to you, which could take not only months, but years after they arrive into the country. So let's talk about first what can be moved into Serbia fairly easy when you are moving from another country. Now, the first thing is going to be your personal items. So we're talking clothes, books, kitchenware. You could even do some furniture that you owned. And owned is the key word here. If they are newer furniture or still in brand new in boxes, that may raise some flags, but typically we don't see any issues with that. Personal electronics also is something else that you can bring into Serbia. So we're talking laptops, phones, and this also has to be in reasonable quantities as well. You cannot just bring 20 laptops. You cannot bring 50 cell phones into Serbia and think that you're going to classify them as personal items, because one, why does someone need 20 laptops? Why does someone need 50 phones? There's going to be questions asked, because even in my opinion, let alone customs, that would be for commercial use. You're looking to resell them and make some money, which is going to cost you when it comes to tariffs and taxes. Not saying that you can't bring them in large quantities, but you can't classify them as personal items. The other thing that you can bring here into Serbia is going to be your children's items. So you can bring, toys, strollers, cribs, schooling material. That obviously is not a problem as well, but in my personal opinion, when it comes to toys and that type of thing, you might as well just save yourself on the shipping side of things and purchase them here in Serbia. Serbia, it has a lot, and I mean a lot, of stores and places that you can go to purchase these items here. I mentioned it, I think, earlier this year in one of my videos when I was going to visit one of the kids' stores here called Aksa. There's a lot more children's stores here than Canada has and I've ever seen in Canada. And for those that don't know, I'm originally from Canada, moved to Serbia here many years ago, and started this agency here, Relocation Serbia. So, when it comes to the items that you think you may need and can't find in Serbia, when it comes to children's stuff, there is going to be an abundance of that here. Now, when you are bringing those items here, what do you have to do? You have to have a inventory list. That matters 100%. You'll have to have declared ownership, and timeline matters as well. And matching documents also matter with what you are saying you're bringing and what you are submitting to the custom officials as well. Now, you can also bring your vehicles here. However, if you're bringing vehicles from Canada or United States, whatever it might be, you're going to have some modifications done to your vehicles, especially when it comes to the tail lights, because you have to have those vehicles up to Serbian standards before you can actually register them here. Now, you can drive them on foreign plates for a certain a lot of time, which many of our clients do here. However, if you're looking to register your vehicles here, they will have to meet the Serbian standards here. Now, what are some of the items that may get delayed or even flagged? There is going to be brand new electronics. If you have an abundance of brand new electronics, they may flag that. Now, I'm not a custom official. I can't say what they will classify or delay or flag, but we do help a lot of our clients with international shipping here, providing them free quotes, looking at the items and letting them know if it's going to pass or if it's not going to, or if it's going to get flagged at the customs. You'll also have to, also things that will get flagged or delayed could be high value items that you have no proof of ownership. So one of the items that our client had issues with was a piano that they brought into Serbia. It was like an $80,000 piano, and he did not, of course they didn't use us, but they ended up coming to us trying to figure out their solution to the problem that they had. And what we found out was they did not have any proof of ownership of that piano. And so they had to essentially call the buyer that they bought it from in the other country and get proof of ownership before customs would release it. Now, there was no extra duties on that, but if he could not prove ownership of that item, there would have been more duties. So we were able to clean up that situation for them as well. Now, some other things that you're going to be looking at is tools, machinery, and professional equipment. If you're looking to bring that type of things, we had a client that was looking to bring in lathes and woodworking material and all that. And what he was looking to do was set up his own personal hobby shop to do woodworking, because that's what they did in their home country. But because Serbia was thinking that he's actually setting up a manufacturing business here, they're classifying that as commercial use, not personal use. So there's some paperwork that needed to be filed on that side so that it could be cleared. It took a little longer than necessary, but it was able to be cleaned up. Supplements and vitamins and medications in huge quantities, that's the key there, in huge quantities, are also going to raise some concerns. If you have your own blood thinners or your cholesterol medication or whatever it might be, and you have enough for a few months here just to get your life settled, that's not an issue whatsoever. And of course, alcohol or large quantities of consumables also may be flagged or delayed as well, because again, if you're bringing large quantities in, they're going to be questioning the use here. Now, what are some items that are going to get stuck or cause some serious problems? Well, number one, vehicles. I did mention you can bring your vehicles here, but you need to make sure that the register aligns with the shipper's information. If it's in your wife's name and you're shipping it in your personal name, that's going to cause some issues. This also goes for motorcycles as well. So you are going to need pre-clearances for shipping those items. drones, radios, communication equipment that could also get flagged or sorry, not flagged, but stuck or cause serious problems. Medical devices. So if you have a lot of medical devices that you're bringing in here, that could be flagged because they need to be up to certain standards here. There'll be questions about what the use is for. Do you have the licenses to even have that equipment as well? Because just because you have a license in one country does not mean that it's going to pass in another country. Now, the two other ones that we do see people have issues with here is taxidermy. Taxidermy, hunting trophies or animal products. We have clients that have hunted all their life and they're looking to move to Serbia and wanting to bring their taxidermy here. So if you're looking to bring any mounted animals here, skins, hides, horns, antlers, bones, or any of that stuff, not everything passes for the most part. You're going to have to deal with cities, regulations. You're going to also have veterinary and origin certificates that are going to be required. And some of those items that you're looking to bring in here, even if you have all those documents, are outright prohibited to be brought into here. So a lot of this stuff does require prior approval before shipping. So that's something to keep in mind. The next one is for my American friends, because a lot of our consultations with our Americans are like, and I love my Americans for this, I want to bring my firearms. So firearms is a very huge red zone here. Just because you have all this guns and ammo in your country there and you have all the licenses available to own those firearms, those are not going to be able to be brought into the country very easily, even if they are decommissioned. That is something that Serbia really has a huge concern about, is people bringing firearms here. Even though that Serbia is like the second or third most armed country after the United States in the world, they want to make sure that you're coming here with your proper procedures. So number one is you're going to have to make sure that your residency status is taken care of. You're going to have them in storage if you're bringing them into Serbia here. Typically, they are left with the police station until you get your Serbian firearms license, which typically means you're going to deal with hunting guns first. You can't just bring in your handguns here. You're going to have to go through a tiered approach, which takes years here, and of course also more than likely be signed up with a hunting organization here that will be able to help you with bringing in those matters as well. So many of the shipments people have brought in here are seized due to incorrect assumptions. And if you are someone who has a lot of money invested in those items, you're going to want to keep them in the US and go through the rules and regulations here first, establish your residency here, go through your licensing here, join a hunting club here, and slowly ship those items into Serbia here. Now, the other one is, and you guys might think this is a little absurd, but we deal with people from all around the world, and requests are far and wide, and not much really surprises me anymore. The other one is wood and building materials here. We have a lady from Australia that is looking to come here and purchase a property, and she wants to bring all of her building material with her. So wood, like this is things I'm talking about, is like wood and lumber, construction tools, machinery, which we already covered. So when it comes to wood and lumber, you're not going to be able to bring that stuff in here. You can always source it here in Serbia. And I don't ask why people want to bring their stuff here. It's just that's their personal preference. So we can help them as much as the rules and regulations allow us to. But when it comes to wood and lumber, you're going to have to do a phytosanitary inspection and environmental controls. And you're going to fail one of those more than likely because they don't want you to bring some sort of bug or some sort of disease into the country. And at the same time, you may have those items a lot cheaper in your home country, but if you're looking to ship them, you got to take into consideration the shipping costs to bring them here as well. And with that said, you pretty much might as well just purchase them here also. And so it's going to be faster, cheaper, and legally cleaner as well. Now, what are some of the biggest shipping mistakes here is that a lot of people look to ship here before they obtain residency or citizenship here. And I'm saying citizenship because we've been working with a lot of people here that are looking to get citizenship, either reinstated or by descent. And one of the beautiful things is if you are able to get citizenship here by origin or by descent, you have a lot more tax breaks than if you're just as a residency status. Not like it's a huge deal breaker, but make sure that you have either your citizenship or residency here. And one of the things that you may think is, well, how do I ship items that are going to take 3 to 4 months to get there and have residency at the same time? You're going to have a lot of planning, and this is something that our team does is we plan this out with our clients, is that, hey, listen, you can ship those items, but make sure you have a place to stay here and that we have already started your residency application the second you step foot here, because it does take a little bit of time, about a month, to establish your residency here. So if it's a 4-month window for your items to land into Serbia or to clear customs, you're going to want to be here and spend a month here to obtain your residency. The next mistake is assuming that shipping companies handle compliance. Not all shipping companies do that. We work with a really good vendor that works with all countries around the world, and we let you know what you can, what you cannot, and try and file as much as the paperwork as possible to keep you in compliance. The next one is mixing your belongings between personal and your business and renovation items. So if you're bringing a sea can, a 40-footer, people think I'll just put everything in there and it'll be good. That could be an issue. You may want to get 2 20-footers and split up your items that way. And then also underestimating the regulated categories and then also the import fees when it comes into Serbia here as well. That's something that a lot of people don't look into and assume, hey, listen, I got the cheapest quote from this country. Andre, your company was a lot more expensive. But the thing that these clients have failed to look at is that, you didn't have your hemoglobin taken care of. You didn't have your port fees taken care of. You didn't have your delivery of your items taken care of or anything like that, where we give you a one and all price. And of course, with that, we are going to be higher. Cheapest doesn't always mean the best, and make sure that you understand what you're purchasing before you sign that dotted line. So if you are looking to relocate to Serbia and looking to bring in basic household goods, you're looking to bring in furniture, that's all good. But once you're getting into gray areas or red zones even, you may want to take on personal advice or professional advice, should I say. This is not a DIY type of business. And the paperwork is very involved, and especially if you don't speak the language and you need to file the paperwork in Serbian, that's going to cause even more issues. And so what we do here at Relocation Serbia is help you coordinate your shipping and logistics here. We can have people package your items for you, put them into a sea can, get them out to port, get them through customs here, and ship them right to your residence here, and even have them unpacked. If that's something that you're interested in, feel free to reach out to us at relocationserbia.com. We'd be happy to help.